I'm gonna need a new shovel first, aren't I? Or maybe not. Yeah, I figure I might as well just grab the sand while it's here. Might repurpose it into glass, you never know. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I could try recording this year. I know inevitably someone, since I've mentioned Fallout 3, someone's inevitably gonna say, do a New Vegas playthrough. I'm working through a New Vegas playthrough in my own time using the good old games version of Fallout New Vegas to see how well it performs. It's performing reasonably well, but it looks like I might have to go into some modding just to tweak the performance a bit. But yeah, but other than that, Mass Effect Andromeda I'd actually love to do, but well, I know what that game performs like on my computer anyway, so that one's something I'm gonna have to put a pin in until I've got a better computer. I mean, I would love to do a playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. In fact, I might even take it a step further and do the playthrough on Insanity. It's like one of only 2 Mass Effect games I'm actually willing to play on Insanity. The other is, of course, the original game. If you know what you're doing, then an Insanity playthrough is just easy. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Mass Effect Andromeda was actually the first game in the series that I actually finished the game on Insanity. Had some difficulty at first, but once I got past enough of the hurdles, I actually made it through the game. You even had most of the viability as well. Oh, he's looking pretty happy. Wait, no. Before I go to bed. This time we'll make 4. Alright, yeah, there we go. Yeah. One great thing about the Happy Ghasts is you can actually ride them. And of course, in what should be very unsurprising is people manage to figure out how to turn them into bombers. Slow-moving bombers, but yeah, they're still bombers. Because you can pick up a boat and yeah. I mean, it's just like how with the copper golems, people figured out how quickly they could be used for basically like an artillery system. Sure, you could automate your artillery system, But why not have what essentially looks like a child soldier do it? Yeah, there's something deeply troubled about this community and the numerous violations of the Geneva Convention. Just reminds me of a clip a text I saw on our Reddit thread. It just... Alright, so you know how there's a meme about how, thanks to Minecraft, we know that the children yearn for the mines? Well, someone took the text from that, crossed it out, and then just put in, the children yearn for the trenches. Alright, where was I? Might as well fill up this cave. Yeah. When I started recording this today, I figured... nice easy Minecraft recording to start off the year. And then I'd get into the harder stuff. Like, I still have one last Metro Last Light recording to do, because I want to... I've got the Chronicles pack to do. And then, well, the main reason why I'm doing the Chronicles pack is, one, the levels do kind of tie into the game's main story a bit. And two, well, it helps if I do all 3 levels in one go. I can split them all up into 3 separate videos. Oh crap, it got out. Okay, hold on. Okay, now you should know these things do get larger. Now, I do want to build a place where I can keep it safe. But it's gonna have to be underground, and I'm gonna have to figure out some way to keep it underground without the lead. I'm also gonna have to get some glass made up and some leather required, so I can actually make the saddle for it. Also, at some point, I'm gonna have to try and get... I do kind of want to do this. Because that's ridiculous, and I want to try doing it. Like, it's ridiculous, it is not even remotely safe, and I kind of want to do it. Just to see if I can do it. I mean, you know, one thing I'll say is at least this bit's gonna get cleared out very nicely. Yeah, I'm still trying to think about what other stuff I could try recording. Because I'm obviously limited by what I can do on my computer. I can do Minecraft Bedrock, which will open up the possibility of multiplayer. Especially since I've now got my account verified. So I'll still have access to online features. Such as multiplayer. I'm actually not opposed to starting up a Minecraft multiplayer series now and just have it run as a separate series. Because, well, obviously the one big thing about a multiplayer series is it requires all of the participants to be ready and available. So having one as a series where I upload it when I can would be nice. Obviously some editing would have to go into it. Yeah, in fact, I think since there's the whole... Oh, whoops. Since there's the whole... gotta record it when everyone's available aspect to it. And I might... If I do a multiplayer series, then I might let that... I might take my time with actually editing that. Oh, pardon. I can still taste those beef flavored crisps. Yeah, I find that when it comes to beef flavored crisps, the flavor tends to be hit or miss. Like, sometimes I love it. Like with these beef grills I can get at the newsagents across the road. And I am now seriously tempted to go over the road and buy myself a pack or two. I mean, it would only take 5 minutes. Well, no, actually, it would take 15 minutes. Depending on the traffic. Yeah, that's a good question. Have the schools opened up again? Because I know that we were on for the Christmas holiday. Well, Christmas and New Year's holiday. I genuinely don't know if the schools are open again. Well, there's plenty of sandwiches when I went into the co-op, so probably not. But then again, there's also people going back to work, so... I honestly don't know. It has been years since I've even had to think about school. Now the only time I ever think about any of the schools near... Get out of the way, damn it. The only time when I think about the schools nearby is whenever I go into the shops to look for lunch, only to see that my choices are a bit scant. Goddamn teenagers. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I just turned my head and my cat's asleep. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Yeah, that is legitimately the first time I've ever heard the noises of a happy ghast. Because I've never actually found one before. But then again, I haven't made all that many trips into the nether since they were added. Honestly, a lot of my Minecraft saves, I tend to just find a mushroom island and start the slow work of terraforming it. Making it green. And yeah, don't worry about me finding a mushroom island in this save. I've looked on a seed generator and they are pretty far away. The nearest one, I mean. So we won't be seeing one anytime soon. I might go looking for one just to kidnap a mushroom. And of course I will log down the coordinates of one. You know, just for future interest. Oh yeah, I actually learned something recently. Why the website Imgur is no longer available here in the UK. So at first I thought it was the whole the British government kind of overstepping a bit. Until I learned why Imgur has been fined here in the UK. See, when it comes to our social media, we are very insistent on no targeted ads for minors. And no selling the data of minors. And thankfully, most social media sites will adhere to that. Because it is not really that big of an ask. But Imgur was just saying, no, we'll do what we like. Which is why it's been fined here and possibly in other parts of Europe. And they just pulled out thinking, okay, we'll avoid the fines if we do that. But the thing about those fines is they're kind of being upheld by an international court. So until those fines have been paid, and they start adhering to our data protection policies, as well as internet safety policies, they cannot operate here in the UK. Now, if I'd known this information at first, I would have been a lot more supportive of the decision much earlier. I'm also really lucky I never had an Imgur account in the first place. Because I tend not to like giving accounts my phone number. And before you try anything, my YouTube channel has two-step verification. So don't even think about it. In fact, most of my accounts have it now. And I'm not going to tell you which ones do and don't. But yeah, at the time I was really trying to avoid giving out my phone number to really anyone. Because I didn't want my number to be sold off and some company that looks for new numbers to scam call. That was my paranoia at the time. I'm still somewhat paranoid of that, but these days I just quite literally tell them to fuck off. Like, usually I just say that. Fuck off. And then that's the situation done and dealt with. That's just a pig. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very protective of my phone number. Because not even my friends have my phone number. That's how protective I am of it. The only people I do tend to give my phone number to are like supervisors, bosses, and potential employers. For obvious reasons. Like, obviously your employer is going to need some means of actually reaching you. And I will leave that open to do some exploring. But yeah. Plus you need a means of actually calling in sick if you are legitimately sick. Well, maybe any American viewers here won't. But any British or Romanian viewers, this will definitely have that option. You're probably wondering why I specifically called out Romanian viewers. Well, I've looked at my analytics. I get a surprising amount of viewers from Romania from time to time. I'm not opposed to it, but I definitely have some questions about why. Like, again, as I said, I'm not opposed to people from Romania watching my content. I mean, if you enjoy the content, go for it. Especially if it's my content. But it is interesting that that I too tend to get a lot of Romanians, at least according to the analytics. Well, that, and it's also a lot of the time just Americans. Like, yeah, one sec, I'm just gonna bring this up on my phone. I've got YouTube Studio on here, and it will show me, yeah, via the analytics. Audience. Yes, in the last 28 days, I remind you this is the 5th of January as I'm recording this, but for most of December, my geography here is listed as 20.6 from the United States, 4.7 from the United Kingdom, and 2.7 from Romania. I did used to get more countries pop up on the analytics, like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany. And I think at one point I was even getting Russia popping up in there. But not so much anymore. Good, that's still there. You know, I kind of been putting it off long enough. I'm gonna get some more fences made up. Okay. Yeah, if you can just... There we go. I need to clear that tree. Yeah, I can get some of them moved. I want to get the pigs into safety. It's like I'm just close to my phone. But yeah, as I was saying, I want to get the pigs into safety. And then we'll worry about getting the cows to safety. Shut up. Oops, hold on. Alright. Pigs first. There you go, you got some freedom. Hello, little piggy. Your meat is mine. Ah. Alright. Oh, and it's full sized. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting fixture here. You know what? Hold on. Shears. Yes, out of the way, please. Oh yeah, I don't have a green sheep yet. I've really got to breed up some more sheep. Alright, I'll get some glass smelted up. How am I in leather? I'm gonna have to go do some cow slaughter, aren't I? Well, that was most definitely unfortunate. I'll put one of you in there. Yeah, I'm just double checking. I do not have any leather. Oh, right, the glass. I can have that smelt up while I'm Alright, I just need 3 leather, which means at least 3 cows are about to meet their end. And yes, there's a reason why I said at least. Oh, I thought you could hide in the grass, did ya? It's a shame I can't get leather from sheep. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a village over there. Aw, it's a wee baby cow. I'm naming you Bambi. Ah, that's a bit too cruel. Alright, so that's 4 cows dead so far. Just need one more cow. And I don't suppose a wandering trader's going to turn up. Okay, there's the last cow, and I will come back for that honey. Oh, correction. Alright, we got free leather. Now we can grab the honey. Yeah, hold on. Oh, they poison you. Perfect. Oh god. I don't want to kill the bees, because they do have a very good use. But, yeah. Run! Okay, we can't go back there anytime soon. They do calm down after a while, I just don't remember how long it takes. So, best to play it safe. Oh yeah, I was gonna grab one of those sheep, because I can, I've got enough cacti that I can make one green. Get some green wool into the mix. Hold on. Actually, no, yet. But, you know what? Leave that for now. Actually, we'll get the sheep another time. Alright. There it is. Alright, glass on either side, wool in the middle, you on top, and there we go. Harness. There we go. Yeah, okay. And even better, you can stand on it. We'll sort out a permanent place to keep it later. Right, I want to finish getting those cows moved. So I just need to build some more fences. Ah, damn it. It's warming it up. Just as I'm here. It's getting dark, so we might as well light the place up a bit more. Yeah, to separate my land from the 10 that I've actually planned to build here, I plan to build like a wall with an entrance point, of course, in the middle. Now we can get these two moved. That's it, come on. Alright. I will build up more farms for them eventually. I suppose if we wanted to, we could try building a larger nether portal to take the gas back through. But yeah. This is where I shall leave it off for today. Went to the nether, got ourselves Ghast. Something I've not actually done before. So, yeah. I think that's a good place to leave it off, though. So I'll see you next time. Bye for now.